Hello, my name is Kiana, and this is the Young and Growing Podcast. The goal is not to claim ourselves as young and dumb, but young and growing because we are learning as we go, giving ourselves grace, and moving according to God's Word. Let's grow together. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Young and Growing Podcast. I'm so thankful that you're here. Today's topic, I feel that everyone is going to be able to relate to. But first, before I say the topic, I have a question. When someone asks you, "How are you?" do you truthfully answer or do you just say, "I'm okay," just to brush the question off? I'm going to give you a minute. Now that I got you thinking, today's topic is mental health. Okay? First, we're going to talk about what is mental health because, first of all, when you say mental health, people think mentally challenged or slow or something like that. No, mental health is just as important as physical health, and it's very serious. And it's not only just like something that you take prescription for or drugs for. It's having to do with emotions, how you think, how you feel in different aspects when you're around different people in different places and everything. So let's break that down. So, first off, we have emotions, right? How does mental health relate to emotions? Well, when you're having your emotions, before you have emotions, you have thoughts and you have things that put you into those emotions. So, with your mental health, let's just say, for example, you have a grandmother or a grandfather that just passed, right? You're driving or you're just doing everyday life stuff. You think your mental health, you think about a happy time or you think about the fact that they're really gone, your emotions kick in afterwards. So your emotions are like, oh, sad, like they're gone, they're not here, right? So emotions relate to physical health in that sense. And I feel like everyone should be able to learn how to control their emotions, but first you have to start with your mental health to control your emotions. You have to be able to tell yourself, okay, yes, I'm thinking about this. Yes, I'm feeling this, but I have to learn how to train my brain not to always go into that moment that I keep thinking about, right? So, next we have thoughts, right? So, your mental health is all about what you're thinking and how your brain works. So, instead of thinking about bad times, instead of thinking about sad moments, instead of thinking about those depressed moments, think about times where you were happy, with the things that you were happy with. Like different relationships with people, different places, like different things that make you happy, basically. And start to think about it positively instead of negatively. That way that it aligns with your emotions. You don't get sad, you don't get angry, anything like that. So let's move along. A next point that I want to talk about is how we handle stress. That has a lot to do with mental health as well, because mental health affects your stress levels. Like if you're thinking crazy, you're stressing crazy, right? And I have a scripture that goes with how we handle stress as well. It's Matthew 11 and 28. It says, "Then Jesus said, 'Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest.'" Right? So instead of us stressing about every little thing, we should just go ahead, take everything that we're doing, stop it, and let's be like, okay, God, I'm dealing with this and I'm starting to stress about it. And I don't know what else I need to do to relieve this stress, relieve this anxiety that I have, right? What God is going to do, he's going to see the situation you're in and he's going to be like, okay, you came to me about it. First of all, congratulations for coming to me about it. And now we're going to handle it and I'm going to help you throughout this process. And he's going to send somebody, he's going to send something. I'm telling you, he is going to send something your way to help you. He always does that. Like when I tell you, he always do that. Every time I'm stressing over something, like he sends a person or he sends a TikTok video my way and he's like, here you go. And I'm like, wow, well, I'm calm now. Like, he sends a solution. He is the solution, right? Also, we think about relationships. Certain people that we have relationships, friendships with, they bring certain type of physical and mental whereabouts to us. Like, let's say somebody that we don't like, but we have to put up with them anyway, like people at work. Of course, in our head, our mental space, we're like, oh, I can't stand these people. I can't stand this job and all that, right? But also, you have to learn how to turn that around and be like, okay, I might not can stand these people, but the Bible says love your enemies, right? I might not can stand being at work and working in this environment, but I'm going to work here until God promotes me to something better or to another place, right? So you have to think about that in different aspects. Like mental health is not just, oh, I have to take drugs to calm my anxiety, or I have to take drugs to control my depression. It's not anything like that. Everyone deals with mental health issues. It's not just about weird people or people that, are mentally challenged either. Like everyone deals with mental health. Everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. It doesn't matter how old you are either. Like even children have to deal with mental health. So with that being said, let's move along, okay? Let's talk about the silent struggles of mental health. We have anxiety, right? With anxiety, because I've struggled with this, with anxiety, there are different levels to it. There are some people who deal with it so bad, they have to take prescription. They have to take medicine. And I know my cousin, she's had to take prescription and medicine for it because it's so bad. Me, I didn't have to take prescription or medicine for it, but it's like, it does something to you. When you have anxiety, for example, I'll take me for example. I went through something traumatic. Of course, I was molested by my stepfather. And after that, I started thinking that every man was the same way. And I thought that every man looked at me the same. I thought that every man felt that way about me. And it gave me anxiety. It made me feel like I couldn't go anywhere. The anxiety made me feel like every man was out to get me. It made me feel all these different emotions, and it just scarred me mentally, and I didn't know how to handle it. And from that point came depression, and that goes into my next point. I was dealing with depression after everything happened. When I have my testimony series, of course we're going to go in depth about everything, but depression is something real. When I tell you it's something real, like you're by yourself and you feel like you can't talk to anybody. You feel like you can't say anything about how you're feeling, or it's going to mess up somebody else's day, and it gets to a point where you're constantly thinking about everything that didn't happen to you. You're constantly thinking about the situation that you're stuck in your brain, in your mental, and it drags you into this deep hole, and you're just like this, and you're just closing in. It's like it's terrible. Like the anxiety and the depression, they align together. Those two work together, and they try to take you out. I'm telling you, like, my goodness. But that goes into my third point. Anxiety also aligns with overthinking. I still deal with this to this day. But like I said, we are together. We're growing together, you guys. We're growing together. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. I still overthink to this day. It could be about something to wear, and you give me a color scheme and everything, I'm still overthinking. Like, I'm like, what do I wear? I don't want to wear this because if I wear this, then this is going to be like this. I don't like my body shape, so I need to wear this so it can cover this up. Simple stuff like that. I start overthinking. And people who really go through things like worse than that, overthinking really just clouds everything in their brain, and so their mental health is thrown off. Like overthinking, you can tell somebody, oh, I'm having this party this Thursday, and it's going to be a group of Christian women, and we're going to chit chat, we're going to talk about different life stories, tell testimonies. That overthinking gets in your head, messes with your mental, and you're like, oh, how many women are going to be there? What are we supposed to wear? Because it's Christian women. What are we really going to be talking about with our life? We got to tell our life story. Oh, we're going to be telling testimonies. I have to go deep, or I have to go, you know what I'm saying? Everything, like, it's so much that you think about. And when I tell you, overthinking throws your mental health off, it aligns with anxiety, and then you just change your mind about everything. It's like, oh, I don't want to go no more. Like, I don't even want to go. Like, I'll visit y'all another time. I'll hang out with y'all another time, but I can't do it. That's a silent struggle, right? Those are silent struggles that all align together because you're not telling people how you feel. You just talking to yourself. Like, you're having a whole full blown conversation with yourself, and it makes you, you know what I'm saying, change your mind about things in your life. And I know, like, the battle is real. The struggle is real. Like, you're sitting here talking to yourself, and that's an internal battle, that you have with yourself. And it's silent because you're talking to yourself. It's not like you're calling a friend and being like, friend girl, I don't know what to do about this. No, you're talking to yourself. It's just you and God. And you're sitting here changing decisions in your life by yourself. You're not getting nobody else input. You just talking to yourself by yourself. That's not the way to go, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not the way to go. Also, another silent struggle is grief. When somebody passes away or something in your life like a breakup happens, you have to grieve over that thing. Like, you have to grieve over that relationship. You have to grieve over those people. I know that I've been struggling with grief for a little minute. I know my grandma passed in 2022, and that really, like, it kind of broke me, and I was really, like, in a dark, deep place. It still gets me teary-eyed to this day, but don't y'all worry. Like, it's okay. We not gonna cry today. It's all right. But then my grandfather just passed recently in December, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I still struggle. Like, I still think about them every day, and it's like, I don't know what to do, like, but I don't stay there. I don't stay in that place of grief. I make sure that when I'm thinking sad things or whatever, I make sure I replace it right back with, oh yeah, we used to do this and we used to do that together, and they used to make these jokes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what happens? I'm not crying anymore. I'm starting to laugh. I'm like, oh my gosh, they were so funny. Like, I love my grandparents. Like, they were so funny. They were really thebomb.com. You know what I'm saying? So, and also when it comes to relationships, I know people grieve relationships. Like, I just got a relationship. When I tell you, you gonna grieve that thing because you were that person's best friend. You were with that person every day. You were talking to that person every day. When I tell you the best way to handle it, turn your mindset. It's all in your mental. You have to turn your mindset. So instead of being like, oh, they did this and we were falling out and we were arguing, be like, not remember the good times enough to make you just go back if it's not, God's will. But be able to be like, okay, we were good friends when we had our good moments. We had fun together when we were on good terms. Like, that stuff helps. And when I tell you it helps, like, God sends that help, you have to pray about it first. First of all, before you even try to turn your mental by yourself, pray to God. Be like, okay, God, I'm missing this person. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? God will let you know. Like, God had to tell me through people. He had to tell me through social media. Let them have their time. Let them have their space. If it's like, people always say, if it's meant, it's going to happen when it comes to relationship side. Not saying with the grief of your grandparents or grief of lost ones or loved ones, like, because you can never get them back. But like, on the relationship side, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen, right? If it's God's will, it's God's will. He will bring them back into your life. So that's just something to think about. And I know that's like a heavy, silent, battle that goes on with people. Like, they grieve things, they grieve people, and they don't even talk about it because they're afraid or they're ashamed. Like, I know for me, I'm ashamed to talk about how I feel with my relationship because I'm ashamed of what people would think. I'm ashamed of what people would say, or if they're going to judge me, because I feel judged if I spread my love to somebody else. I feel judged because, of course, people know what happened in my relationship. The people that do know, and of course, they're like, you don't need to be doing this, you don't need to be doing that, you don't need to be thinking about this or that. But my heart is like, still there. So I know how it is. Like, you're probably out there not telling anybody how you feel because you're afraid or you're ashamed. And I'm here to tell you, don't be ashamed. Like, that's not good for your mental health. when you confide in that one person and you let them know how you feel, you find you one person. It only takes one person. You find one person that you confide in, that you could trust, and you tell them how you really feel, and you let them know, this is how I feel about this. And this is after you go to God, but you find that one person, you like, okay, this is how I feel about this. Find somebody that's not going to judge you, first of all. Find somebody that is going to not tell your business, second of all. And find somebody that's going to comfort you, third of all. Because mental health really matters. And if you don't take it serious, you can be suicidal one day. You could just up and out the blue be like, I don't want to be here no more, because you've been holding on so much weight that you don't have to hold on to, right? And also make sure, that you're dealing with your mental health in healthy ways. And that's what I want to talk about next. But before I talk about that, I want to let y'all know, I'm going to drop a little gem. Social media, that will really mess up your mental health, because you're seeing, how people are just so happy and perky on social media, and you're seeing how people are living large and living luxury, and they don't show their struggles. They don't show how they feel. They don't show them crying at night. They don't show anything like that. So I just want to drop a little gem and let y'all know, don't let these people on social media fool you. Like, I could show you videos of me on social media. I'm happy and yes, and this is that. Whole time at night, after that video, even, I was crying. I was like, oh, like, I don't like life right now. Like, y'all, don't let social media fool you. Okay? Like, come on now. We gotta be strong, right? But my next thing that I want to talk about is healthy ways to take care of your mental health. Okay. Of course, pray. I know I've said that so many times in this video, but praying really does help, because even if you don't, like, I know some people feel like they don't have anybody. So even if you feel like you don't have anybody, praying helps, because you do have somebody. You have the Lord. He is right there. He's right beside you at all times. So when you pray, that's a healthy way to let out every emotion that you're feeling. You can cry to him. You can vent to him. You can say everything you need to say to him. And he's not going to tell nobody. He's not going to go around talking about you. He's not going to judge you. He's going to comfort you. He's going to give you signs. He's going to give you visions. And he's going to do everything that you need him to do for you in that moment. And when I tell you, praying is number one. Praying is number one. Because when you feel like, okay, forget the world, I don't want to talk to them no more, you could talk to God. And he's going to do that thing for you, okay? Because when you come to him, he answers your prayers. Because there's a verse that says, ask and it shall be given. Knock and the door shall be open, right? So ask him every day, Ask him how about things that you are hurt about. Ask him about the things that you are feeling like is a dwell on your life or your mind. Ask him about those things. Ask him, like, why do I feel like this? Why am I still going through this? Why do I still struggle with this? And he's going to open up your eyes and open up your ears so that you can know, like, what's going on with you, right? Next thing I got, study the word. When I tell you reading the Bible, like some things that we read, of course, it's like, what is going on here? But it's some books of the Bible that the Lord wants you to read. And once you get there, he points everything out to you, about your life. And he's like, yeah, this is how you handle that. So reading the word, studying the word, that is essential. Because I know for me, Proverbs. Have y'all heard about Proverbs? Proverbs did it for me. When I tell you, almost the whole book in my Bible is highlighted, because it's like so many things. He was like, yeah, you. Yeah, you was dealing with that last week. You was acting like that, and you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing this. You see where it says right here, I'm supposed to be making the plans. You know what I'm saying? He was just chopping me like a freaking chopping board. And I was like, well, dang, can I breathe? Like, golly, like every scripture of Proverbs, I'm telling you, every scripture, every book, I was like, dang, like, I ain't know how to feel. So when I tell you, study that word, because He will point out to you what you're supposed to be reading. He will tell you about your life. Whoo! He will tell you about your life. So, my God, just study the word. Pray, study the word. Okay. They align together. Pray, study the word. And then next, exercising. When I started exercising consistently, I noticed like I was more happier, and I was like, I felt more light, like in my body. Like it was like weight was lifted off me. Like, yes, I was lifting weights, but weight was lifted off of me, like mentally. Like when I would go to the gym, I could drop my socials down below, but if you see my gym series, it's only like 6 episodes, I think. But if you see my gym series, I'm locked in. My mental health the whole time I'm working out and stuff was good, because I'm not thinking about what's going on the outside. I'm thinking about, I need to count my reps. I'm thinking about, okay, I got to keep my strength together. I got to do this. Like, exercising really helps. And I also have a friend, her name is Anaya, and she runs, right? And when she runs, she's listening to worship music while she runs. And when I'm telling you, she's full on crying, worshiping while she's running. That stuff helps. Exercising really does help you. And I think everyone should try it out. It don't matter how big you are. If you think you too big to exercise, girl, man, please. Y'all got it. We all gonna do it together, okay? We all exercising together. Don't feel ashamed. The Lord got you. All right. The next thing I got, take breaks. And this is a big one, okay? So look at me. Hear me carefully. Take a break. Take a break. It's okay. It's all right to take a break. When I tell you it's okay, because sometimes things can get overwhelming in your head. Like, literally overwhelming, and it's like, if one more thing go on, like, I'm gonna lose it. If one more thing happen, I'm gonna snap. If one more person say this, or one more person act like this, or one more person get in line, I'm literally going to snap on everybody, right? Like, y'all, I had to even take a break. Like, I don't know if I told y'all in the last episode, but I am literally in 3 different ministries at my church. I work media, I'm on the praise team, I'm on the dance team. I'm also a dance leader over the young girls. So I have so much on my plate. Not saying everybody else don't, but I'm just saying for me, it's a lot on my plate. It's not that much, but it's a lot, right? And I literally had to take like a 2-month break from everything, because it was like the thing that was going on in my life at the time, I could not bear it. And it was like, I can't function and I can't be efficient for the Lord with all this in my brain. So I'm saying to you, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to not have responsibilities for a little minute. It's all right. If you're saying, okay, I can't afford to take a break, or, I have no outlet or being able to take a break or whatever, ask God to help you with that. Ask God to make a way for you to have an outway of letting things go and letting things out. And then also, last but not, least, is very important. Spend time with people who bring you peace. If somebody brings you peace and they make you happy every time you're around them, be around them more often. Don't push them away. Be around them. It's okay. It's okay to, and I know people, they be like, don't wear out your welcome. If that person brings you peace and they have no problem with you hanging around them, please be around them every day if you have to. Please do that, because that helps you. Like, fellowshipping with people who bring you peace and not chaos, that helps. It really does. My friend group, I'm thankful for my friend group. I am thankful. And I just want them to know, like, if you're watching this and you're in my friend group, I will call y'all names, but I wouldn't do that. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I don't want y'all to be embarrassed. But I am thankful for my friend group, because y'all really help me. When we hang out, when we go out, that is my cry for help. When I ask, can we do this? Can we do that? That is my cry for help. And I know that most people, that is their cry for help as well. So, like I said, be around people who bring you peace, bring you comfort, bring you joy, who make you laugh, because laughter helps your mental health. So please take those notes from me. All right. Like I said, we're growing together. So it's like, I still have struggles here and there with my mental health, but that don't mean that I'm going to stay stuck in whatever I'm going through. Like I just told y'all, I am going through a breakup. I just got out of a relationship. I am y'all y'all just understand, like, I don't some days I don't feel okay. Then some days I feel like the world is just all glitz and glams, and then the next day I'm like, okay, all right, here we go with this again. Like, but you take it a day at a time. You hang around your people, you pray, you read your word, you exercise. I'm telling y'all, before you know it, you're gonna be like, hey, that don't affect me no more. Hey, I'm not hurting. My heart don't hurt no more, y'all. My chest ain't heavy no more. Really? I'm healed. Like, when I tell y'all, that stuff helps. Like, when I got molested when I was 15, I thought I was never going to get over that. But look at me now. I barely think about that unless I have to talk about it. Barely. Like, come on now. I'm fixing to be 21. That happened to me 6 years ago. I am better than ever when it comes to that. Okay? I want to leave y'all with some questions. Okay? Question number 1. What has been weighing on your heart lately? Question number 2. Have you been honest with God about it? Question number 3. Have you been honest with yourself? And question number 4. What is one healthy step you can take this week? If you want to answer those questions below, you're welcome to do that. But if you want to just, ask yourself those questions and figure it out on your own, hey, you're welcome to do that as well. I just want you to know that if you're listening to this today, if you're watching this today, and you feel like you have a lot on your plate, you have a lot on your mind, your mental health is not where you want it to be, I just want you to know that you are full of value, you are worthy, and you will come out of whatever it is you're going through. I am a living testimony. I am a walking testimony of many things that have happened in my life, and I've overcome it, and you will too. So don't feel like you're discouraged. Don't feel like you're losing the battle, because God is fighting for you. It's not you. Pray, read your word, and be around people who bring you peace. I love you guys. Bye.